Hello there, welcome back to Profneel. Inspirational, knowing another language. One perquisite as a teaching faculty at the IHM Pusa, Government of India, I enjoyed was availing every year one first class ticket that is known as a home travel or something like that. So I would go home, Delhi, Madras, Madras, Delhi, hometown travel, I believe. So I preferred to go in the winter vacations of 2 weeks. I normally chose to book a first class. I don't know. I don't know why I chose to book a second AC at paying an extra cost. My ticket was shortlisted, waitlisted, but I was not. I was confident because with press club and rail bhavan networks, I knew I would get confirmed. Those are the days before before the social media. So I'm talking about 1990 or 1991. So when I went to the station and saw the chart which is posted next to the door of the coach, my name didn't figure in that. MS Neelkantan M28 so and so birth. It didn't figure. I was little temporarily taken aback, but then I said, "Oh, there could be some mistake." I'll sort it out in the coach. I boarded the coach to settle on a side berth, awaiting the TT. The train started at 2200 hours. Tamilnaduexpress from Madras to Delhi. It was cold winter night, and it was a very comfortable train because you could have your supper at night if you chose to have a drink, a supper, and then you could board the train at ease with no rush at all. So the train was a premium train, it's a special train. So the TTE came around 22:30 hours, an elderly person, stern looking with spectacles perched on the edge of his nose, you know, the kind of look who doesn't brook no nonsense. I spent a lot of time beseeching him that I was a teacher with the Government of India service and that I had to go home to meet my parents. Once in a year, I got that facility. So could you please give me a berth? In a stern, no nonsense tone, he said, "No, no chance. Get out of the next station and please board the general compartment and try your luck if you want to in the first class. But there are no seats in the first class. I know, because I'm also in charge of the first class. So don't get in there." So that's finished. But in this little bit of altercation that we had, I noticed his name from the nameplate, and I said, there is. I was praying to the gods in my pantheon. So there is a chance of an outside chance that if it's true, his name is what I figured out to be, then I did have a chance of pleasing him, and maybe I could use that. He came back around after an hour or so, irritated to see me there, and asked me, just told me, again rebuked me. I told you to get off the next station. You didn't. I'll now physically have to get you off the train. So I asked him. I said, in a very passive tone, I said, "Sir, your name is Mr. Patel." So I said, "Sir, are you from Gujarat?" I knew the Patels is a common name, a title for a surname, family name for people from in Maharashtra, in Karnataka, in Gujarat, Rajasthan, maybe even Haryana, other states also. I don't know, but and I was praying to all my gods. I wish this. I pray that this man is from Gujarat. So he said, "Yes." So, so I reverentially clasped my palms and wished him the traditional Gujarati greeting of Jai Sri Krishna. And then my next delivery was, I asked him in pure Gujarati, I said, "From which part of Gujarat are you from?" He was flabbergasted. His face lit up like better than a floodlight switched on. And he was taken aback, flabbergasted. Could use all the adjectives. That how can this man speak uh, fluent Gujarati, being a Tamilian, Madrasi in their language? So he said. So he told me he gave me he gestured to me to sit down, and he was sat down next to me. He says, he asked me in Gujarati. He says, "How do you manage to Neelkant Bhai? How do you manage to speak such good Gujarati?" I said, "I'm born and brought up in Ahmedabad, the finest years of my life, the best people, beautiful place. I regret leaving that city, sir." So I have to, I mean, and the language, I know it. I mean, I can read, write, and speak in Gujarati. All this conversation was in Gujarati, and he was enjoying it. Says, "Neelkant Bhai, you being a Madrasi can speak such good Gujarati." So then he took me by the elbow to a gentleman who was relaxing on a berth and introduced me to him, saying that, "Sir, your assistant has not turned up, and so he won't be, that berth is empty, so vacant. So may I allot that berth to this gentleman? He is from my village in Gujarat, and he is a teacher at the government college in Delhi." The MP gestured, yes, yes, graciously said, "Yes, please give it to him." So very sweetly, Mr. Patel now asked me to get my luggage and put it in that berth. And by the time I returned, he's already cut the receipt for the difference in the fare for the confirmation, etc. All those, and he gives me the fare. He says, "Here, this berth is yours now. You can travel in comfort all the way to Madras because today is the last day of the winter session of Parliament, and that's the reason we didn't get a berth. All the MPs have to travel on this train because it's comfortable. All those going up to Bhopal and enroute." Says, "But now you can go, and I'll tell the other. I'll get off I'll alight in a couple of hours, but inform the next TT and so on. It'll pass on that you're at MP's connection, so they will not disturb. You can go travel in ease." I've already written on that reservations slip also. So on that confirmation charge, the charge that he receipt that he gave me, and on his chart. So as I stretched and we shook hands again, and I wished him again the traditional Gujarati greeting of Jai Shri Krishna, and he responded this time with a smile and patted me on the shoulder and said, "Pleasure meeting you, sir." I said, "Thank you." And as I stretched on that berth and pulled out the book to switch on the reading light, the purpose for which I love traveling by first class and by 2AC is to read late into the night. I was wondering how much knowledge of an extra language that makes the three language system in some states is frowned upon by all parents and teachers and children. But I was also, I had studied the three language system. I went through the three language system in school in Ahmedabad, and it benefited me. It was cruel then, but it's cruel to be kind, they say. It may be a little extra, an extra subject or a couple of extra subjects, but then it helps. You never know when it helps, an extra the language. A language, when you never know when it helps. So learn a new language whenever possible. You never know when it helps assist you. It has assisted me in getting a confirmation on a train in the middle of the night and to stretch out on a 2AC berth rather than sitting in a general compartment. Embrace the twist to enjoy the turn. Thank you.